And that was WGN's Julian Cruz reporting. The president's hospitalization comes just a month, of course, before the 2020 election.
Joining us now with some more perspective is University of Illinois political science professor Dick Simpson. And Dick, let's start with this, because Joe Biden's campaign has said they are pulling the negative ads. No such promise from President Trump's campaign. Set the scene for us in terms of how this could play out over this final month before Election Day.
Well, the Biden campaign did the right thing in pulling the negative ads. So were the comments by most of the congressmen that you had on the program. Nonetheless, this is a disaster for the Trump campaign. He has been running on that the COVID-19 pandemic is not serious, that we're over it, that now we should face the economy, that he's done a good job, and dismissed the 205,000 deaths that have occurred. This focuses the whole issue on the virus, and in addition, he's not able to go out and do the rallies and do the events that are the central part of his campaign.
Dick, we just heard from Senator Durbin, who said that candor and openness is really important right now. Tomorrow morning, looking forward, how important is it to hear from someone not on the political team, but on the medical team in terms of transparency, what the president went through today, tonight, and then moving forward?
That's very important, and it's also important to know whether or not President Trump is able to carry out his duties, or whether he should do when, for instance, other presidents have had operations or temporary problems, whether those duties should be turned over to the vice president, who at least today tested negative. There's a matter of governing as well as a matter of campaigning. And this is pretty uncharted water that we're in, with all sorts of complications that one can figure out if he were really ill, if he were incapacitated, and so forth. This is not something to be glossed over. We need the facts. We don't need to know everything, but just the normal, how well can he function and how sick is he? That is important to the American people, and it's also important that none of our enemies take advantage of us. It will affect the stock market. It affects a whole range of our life.
Mm-hmm. Dick, do you think that Democrats will have to back away from overtly criticizing how the president has handled the pandemic to avoid looking insensitive in this moment?
Well, in some senses, they don't have to do anything. The circumstance speaks for itself. They can say that Trump hasn't handled the problem of the nation well. They can suggest that a lot of people have suffered from the pandemic without necessarily attacking him personally. They can express sympathy for him and his family. They can express the worries of the country. They don't have to attack directly to be effective at this point.
So, Dick, so conversely, if you're on the president's team or the president himself collaboratively, how do you turn this into a positive? How do you make this work for you?
Well, the biggest important thing is that he actually deal with the health issue and that he come out in good shape. If he comes out ill, after all, he's been attacking Biden as unfit for the job, that he's not as sharp as he should be, and so on. So it's very important that the president look healthy at the end of this. Mm-hmm. But even so, we've got 14 days before he's going to really emerge from this circumstance. And that's 14 days that people are voting. I already have voted here in Illinois, and the Board of Election has notified me that they've received my ballot and it will be counted. Every day there are going to be tens of millions of people voting in the country while all of this is going on. This is not good for the president or his campaign.
Dick Simpson, thank you so much for your insight tonight.